This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on. And if you hit that like button, double check it's working properly, because they are working overtime to suppress the channel, suppress the videos, because they are terrified of more people becoming aware of all the fraud and corruption in the stock market. Listen, the bad actors naked shorting GME are doubling and tripling down on the manipulation. They do what they want whenever they want with no real repercussions. But I believe Ryan Cohen has a big plan for them, because he has stated that he is not afraid of the shorters. He didn't say naked shorters, he said the shorters. But we all know that the shorters are naked shorters. They're creating millions of counterfeit GME shares every single day to short into the market and manipulate the price. And the evidence of this is overwhelming. Yet the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI sit on the sidelines and practice willful blindness to this Ponzi scheme that's going on in real time, because they need new counterfeit GME shares to cover the old counterfeit GME shares to keep the Ponzi scheme going. But it doesn't even matter at this point, because I believe justice is coming for GME shareholders. I believe these bad actors are going to be held accountable. And I believe one of the lawsuits that are currently pending is going to get their hands on the blue sheets of trader history. And then the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are going to be shamed into doing their job. Anyway, this is the AMC volume. Well, the reported volume anyway. 6,338,139. You guys know those numbers mean absolutely nothing when you could create as many counterfeit shares you want every day with no real repercussions. They're claiming 26.78% of that float is DRS. Even if 150% of the float was DRS, they would still find counterfeit shares to short every single day. And the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI would do absolutely nothing. These guys put 62.91% of that volume into the dark pools. Okay, 62.91% of the volume was pushed into the dark pools. You know that's the buy orders. I know that's the buy orders. That is what they're using to manipulate the price of the stock. And everybody's in on it. The SEC, the DOJ, the FBI, FINRA, DTCC, and they do absolutely nothing. And you guys know why? Because the majority of the people who are being victims of these crimes are retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. And on top of all that dark pool volume, 54.8% of that volume was shorted shares. So these guys found 3,300,000 GME shares to short into the market. Yet the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI refuses to ask them, where did those shares come from? These shares appear out of thin air like a magic trick every single day. Yet the SEC, the DOJ is not concerned about where these shares originated. It's absolutely crazy to me. And the short exempt, 7.517, which is just further evidence of the counterfeit shares. And the days to cover went down to 7.73 days. Guys, how can you keep adding shorted shares, not covering the old shorted shares, but the days to cover goes down? I mean, this is one big Ponzi scheme in real time, and everybody knows it. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think they would allow them to put 62.91% of Amazon or Apple into the dark pools? Anyway, have a great day. God bless. I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.